Welcome to our show, STS, Shooting the Shit. We're here at Eastwood Recording in Florence, Mississippi. I'm your host, Kathy Smithy, and the wizard behind the camera is Kevin Williams. Today, our guests are Eric, Michael, and Josh of Waking Mars. We're so excited to have them here. Thanks for being with us, guys.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
So, guys, before I even get started with this, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps our algorithm. Give us a thumbs up. Comment on the podcast. It all helps our algorithm. And there's nothing to it. You just hit subscribe. It doesn't mean anything.
It's free.
It is free. It is free. All right, guys, tell us what's been going on. Tell us about Waking Mars.
Me?
Anybody.
So Waking Mars has been on the move lately.
The move. I've seen you guys live. Amazing show.
Yes,
Amazing.
Thank you very much. We've been practicing a lot, trying to get out some new tunes for everybody here lately. So we've been pretty busy trying to book around that, but everything's been going pretty smooth so far.
Oh, that's awesome. Like a statue there. Just chilling.
We got to figure out which one's the introvert.
I'm terrified right now.
You're terrified right now.
I'm in fight or flight mode right now.
That's okay.
No, I'm not because I admitted it.
Just let it out.
You can't
Okay.
be in flight mode because you're tethered.
I know.
You can't move.
You were strapped to that chair.
You are strapped.
Chain
Okay.
down.
It's like, wow, do I need to feed y'all some alcohol or something?
Weigh you down.
Lay them out. So, tell us about your next single that's coming out.
Yeah, so we just recently dropped a new song called Tidal Wave, but this new song is called 511. It will be out hopefully in the beginning of August. Should be able to find it pretty much anywhere. If you're keeping up with us now, you can check us out on www.wakingmarsmusic.com or all of our socials. Pretty much check us out wherever. Yeah.
Are y'all on all the streaming platforms?
We are on all. Oh, yep, we are on all of them.
Yeah, we're struggling with Spotify on our new release for some reason.
Right.
Not really sure what the holdup is there, but we're gonna get it worked out. Or I'm gonna call Spotify and talk to somebody if I have to. I don't know.
Bitch
They
about.
they don't believe we wrote it.
They don't know who they're messing with.
Yeah.
Is that really the issue? For real? No.
No, I made that up.
No, it's just too good. They're
That'll be the
"Whoa."
next
It's just too
headline.
It's too good. They're having to hold off before they put it
Redneck
on
from
Spotify.
Mississippi tries to take on Spotify.
That'll work.
If only we could win. I don't know if you've ever recorded anything live with like music-wise, but whenever you're playing a guitar, you can be playing like Jimi Hendrix himself, but as soon as somebody presses record, it's over with. You go straight to...
Gee, I have that problem every time I play.
Right. I mean, it's like that with me recording anything, really.
Anything, exactly. Because, I mean, we're all having a great time off camera, and then as soon as we hit record, I'm the same way. And then we sound like cornbread on here.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
It's me, cornbread.
maize.
And that happens sometimes at the gigs too. You know, we've got Behind Mississippi, you do stuff,
Right.
And then Illuminate Mississippi, you know, they
Yes.
come up and they start recording, and I get a little nervous. I'm so appreciative of them though, because they do an amazing job, and
Right.
you know, they're just doing it out of the kindness of their hearts. So I love that. You know, I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yeah, it definitely takes a
Yeah.
community. We appreciate the musical community in this area, and just watching it grow, everybody getting more involved is really exciting. And,
It is really
It is,
neat.
and that's the whole reason I started the music page, the music scene, Vicksburg, Mississippi, was because I had so many musician friends, and I was, of course, my Facebook page was being full of music and pictures and videos, and half of my people, they don't care. So I was like, okay, let's see, should I start a page? And people in Vicksburg were like, yes, do it, and that's what I did, mostly to support my friends, but now I've branched out to support lots of people, and I support you guys, and y'all are great. I enjoy y'all.
We
We
thank
love
you.
that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you got some great pictures of us at Pelican that night. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Craig got some of those too. So he has a great phone, but he got some of those pictures as well, and we shared them and collaborated just to support you guys and give y'all that free PR, and y'all can use the pictures however you need to or want to.
We
We're
love
good
that.
with that.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You're not going to put them on OnlyFans, are you?
No, Feet Finder if she'll ever aim it down a little.
If I make any money off of
Next
it, I'll
time
cut
I
you
will
in.
get some feet pictures
Feet
for
pics.
sure.
I've been cleaning them up for no reason,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, sorry, I didn't know. I was not in the know.
If we make any money on them, we'll cut you in.
Oh, thanks.
We
Wick
can
and Mars
actually
feet
draw something
pics.
up after this. We can
Yeah.
draw some
We
type
just
of
do
business
a little
deal.
on a napkin. We just do a little contract.
That'll
Yeah,
hold
but-
up.
No,
I mean, you got to understand though. Anything like that is super official. So.
Man, I'll split
Yeah.
it with y'all even, like 75%. Mine, is mine.
Only if we get pics of your feet.
Yeah, you wouldn't want that. I'll give you 50%.
So, is there anything else going on, guys, that you want? Are you involved in anything? Is there, something else that you'd like to share with people, or?
Sure. So shout out to Jack Plunkett, who is recording he's recorded Martian for us, which we released back in May. Be sure to check that one out. It's got some pretty cool dubstep in the end of it, which is it's a little bit genre bending for us, I guess. But Mike created that on FL Studio.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So whenever we started, actually, it was more of a digital side, and Mike was creating a lot of stuff that we was building off of. And hopefully, we'll get back towards that. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Jack. He's really doing good.
Young Jack.
Yeah.
Jack. Yeah, he's a
Young Jack.
young prodigy. I'm sure y'all have seen him in the music scene.
I've seen him. Yes, I've
Yes.
shared some of his promos, and so
For
I've
sure.
seen. Yeah.
For sure. So we're real appreciative of what he's done to our music, and we've actually got a lot of good songs in the pipeline. We have 2 more singles we're wrapping up right now, and then we're hoping to drop our album by hopefully spring of next year.
That is so awesome. Congratulations, guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Excited.
That's what it's all about. Just putting music out.
Hey, Josh, could you tell us a little bit what it's about?
No, dude.
It's okay.
But yeah, we really enjoy Jack and his process of going through the recording the songs. And
Good.
he's for him to be so young. He's got he's so smart. Like, I don't know, I'm jealous. He's so good at the guitar. He's getting good at the drums. He's gonna have to slow down a little bit because he's making me. I'm really competitive, and when I see somebody that gets better than me, I'm like, no, you have that, no sir.
Right.
You could just
But no.
apply. You can apply yourself, Mike.
Are you gonna fight Jack?
Don't fight Jack,
All right,
bro.
we'll have a battle on the drums. That's how we
That's not. I don't think that's what you were
Jack.
saying.
battle on the drums. Whenever you're ready.
There we go. Like Will Ferrell and the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers,
I think
Chad.
he's still underage. He's 17. I'm gonna have to get a waiver.
Oh yeah. Well, whenever you're 18, Jack, just let me know.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There it is. That's the call out. Hey, so also, so Bang Bang that we released back in 2022, that is still available on YouTube and all streaming platforms. That one was recorded right here in Florence, I guess it is, right up the road at Eternal Beyond Studio,
Okay.
which is hands down one of the best studios in the area.
Yeah.
Nate and Chad and all the guys over at Eternal Beyond do an amazing job. So if anybody's looking for a good studio in the Jackson area, definitely point out that one. Some free advertisement for them guys, but they are amazing.
Yeah, they got it going on over there.
And we have Eastwood recording as well here.
Eastwood
so-
recording right here.
Right here.
Right here at
Just
home.
down there. I mean, so that's awesome that we have so much stuff going on in Mississippi.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
There's a lot of studios around.
I mean, I don't
It
know
is.
because
There's
I just follow the music. I can't even play the guitar. I can't play the tambourine. I
It's never too late.
It's never too late.
Never too late. I actually didn't start playing the guitar until I was like 21.
Really?
Yep. Never had nobody in my family who's really musical or anything. So just something that whenever you just decide to do it, I guess if you want to do anything bad enough,
You're right.
you'll make it happen.
You're right. So, is there anything that's interesting or funny that has happened on the road with you guys as you go? 'Cause I know when I say on the road, I know our little area around the reservoir is not very big, but y'all go farther than that, right?
Yeah, I mean, from the time we pretty much get together, it's like an acid trip. It's I'm not real sure what happened at the end of it. I know we had fun, and I know we was together, but
Yeah.
it's we have a real good time together. Everything's pretty funny.
Everything's
Usually-
pretty
we'll get to show, and we'll get set up and stuff, and then we'll go outside and we all drink water as fast as we can because we like to stay really hydrated.
Like lizards.
And yeah, we're like lizards. And
Why is that funny
We're
to
like
me?
lizards, like Joe. So anyway, we
Y'all drink a lot of water.
Lot of
we
water.
drink a lot of
A
water.
lot of water.
Why is that funny to me?
Actually, staying healthy is pretty popular these days.
Yeah.
Water is pretty good for the body. We found out between that and shelter, and
Yeah.
it's pretty some basic needs we like to.
Especially if you chronically suffer cotton mouth,
Mhm.
You definitely
Water.
need lots of hydration
Water
for that.
helps.
Yeah.
does it for that.
Water helps. Yeah.
Water does help that.
Yep.
The
The
music.
point of that.
Oh,
was,
the point of the
the
water.
point of that was so
Okay.
yeah. So we basically kind of like get really hydrated, and then we put on just the best show that we can.
Every time.
Every time.
And
Every time.
Every time.
We leave it all out there.
We leave it out there on the stage, and
Yeah.
then we get back on our rocket ship.
And then go
Where does that ship go to?
go home.
We
Where's
can pretty
home?
much take you anywhere you want to go
Wow.
on our starship. That's a Martian lyric.
On the Starship. I love that.
Mhm.
I was trying to lead it back to Martian.
Yeah, that was a good.
That was great.
That was
no,
good.
I love that.
Are you guys aliens? I mean, are y'all from Earth?
Martians to be specific. Well, actually, if you go to wakeandmarsmusic.com, you can see the Martian dice at the bottom.
The
Think-
Martian dice.
Martian dice, yeah, that's
Man,
what we
that's
sell.
good. I like,
Oh, I got
like
it.
that.
Martian dice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merchandise. I love it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm a little dense. It takes a minute for it to sink in, and I'm like, oh. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Be a little slow.
I am slow sometimes. Yes, sir. And old. I'm probably
You're ancient.
older than your parents. So
You're Michael's mom, aren't you?
Mama.
Oh my God. Are you? There it is.
Wait,
Where did I hear that from?
Why did
Michael's mom.
that was so
Mike-
natural.
Has got it going on.
Yeah.
It's not Michael's mom, is it? Is it Stacy's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a little play on that.
My
They're
bad.
just gonna see a hand.
You are
coming
slow tonight.
over
I am
from-
very slow tonight.
That's true for him.
Okay, tell me how you guys got into music.
So I don't have anybody musical in my family. So I don't know why my mama put me in piano lessons when I was in second grade, but she did. So I started with piano, and then I moved up to the drums in junior high, then high school. Really loved the drums, and then I started branching off after high school, trying to sing. I started playing guitar, and yeah, that's kind of led me to where I am now. I was a worship leader for a little while at a Embrace Church in Forest, and I played acoustic and sang a lot, and I really enjoyed that. But I've always felt like my calling was the drums.
Right.
It just feels so natural to me to play the drums, and I don't know, I just love it. So
Well, you get to beat things.
yeah, I get some aggression out.
He's good at that.
Exactly. Did you play in school? Did you start in band in school and then moved up?
I did. I played the drums in school, and
Marching snare.
actually, yeah, I did. I wish I would have taken an instrument. That way I kind of would have got more music theory earlier. But I don't know, maybe playing the drums set that rhythm, thing going. And, it's all good either way, music theory, rhythm, whichever way you attack music, just do it, because you're going to get somewhere either way.
I agree. How about you, Josh? How'd you get into music?
Women.
Yeah.
That's why all guitar players want to start.
Yeah,
It's women.
Literally that. I had this whole long story about how I grew up next to a meth head that he lived in a rundown house next to me, and he used to pawn stuff. And one day I came across him. He had a guitar, and I told him I'd buy it from him. And no,
No,
women.
It's all
Yo.
about women.
So the meth head story.
No, it's real.
It's-
That dude did
it
live
really
next
did,
door to me.
okay.
I was growing up. His name was Mickey.
It was
But
sounding. It was a
Kevin's-
good sounding
But
story.
Kevin's story was much better. It's the women.
It was just that. I actually funny. So here's a funny story. My uncle, his name is Kevin actually too. He played the keyboard,
I'm not
and
him.
so when I was like 10 or 11, he and my aunt adopted me. So that he started teaching me on keyboard.
Oh, that's
and like I
awesome.
learned like Jump by Van Halen and like Crazy Train, but like the guitar riff, but like on piano on keyboard. And I like started out playing keyboard for like a year, and then I finally told him like I want to play guitar because I'll pull more chicks that way.
Exactly.
And
It's not true.
I'm really sorry for that, Uncle Kevin. I respect the keyboard
It's
so
okay,
much
buddy.
more than I did back
okay.
then. But
We understand. If you've ever
I'm
seen it.
actually really grateful that I started out on keyboard, though, because I always think of music in a linear fashion because, you know, you have the keys laid out from,
Yeah.
you know, like that in front of you. And so even on guitar, like I think of the notes like that. It's like 6 strings, but it's like if you took 6 parts of the piano and just layered them on top of each other.
That's a great way to think about it. And I heard Dave Grohl say that he did the same thing with guitar, playing the drums. He was like, I just thought about playing the drums on the guitar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, you'll have to look
You
the video
can
up
really
because I
tell.
really can't explain it. But yeah, his style.
I can tell by just
Yeah.
the way he riffs. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
totally
so-
see that.
So that's a cool story.
That's
Yay,
sweet.
Uncle Kevin.
Yeah.
Josh, I didn't know you were going to tell everybody.
Dad?
Thanks, Uncle Kevin.
Now everybody's going to call me Uncle Kevin.
Nice. Yeah, shout out to my uncle.
You're
Unc.
welcome. You're welcome.
Definitely. Yeah. Shout out to anybody you want to shout out to.
Just to set the record straight, Josh is not my nephew.
What about Eric?
Who said that?
How did
don't-
you get into music? Wasn't it that?
You just said you played the guitar at 21.
Yeah.
So, but what inspired you?
You know, whenever I was younger, I used to like tap along and like beat along to songs. Just I never really saw myself as playing or being like, I never saw a guitarist on screen or anything and be like, that's who I want to be when I grow up. But for some reason, I always like to express myself in different artistic ways. Like I used to draw and all this different stuff, but music is the one thing that I have. It's so endless to where it's just an endless outlet for me now. And once I found that out, once I got a few foundations down on the guitar, even now, whenever I pick it up, I don't necessarily just play a lot of covers. I just like to play new stuff or
Right.
just kind of paint with my instrument, you know? Yeah, and I guess that's really what got me into it, was just making music in any type of way.
When you go to write a song, do you have something in your head, a riff in your head, or do
yeah.
you just sort of just like when I come up with something, I'm just kind of noodling, and then all of a sudden I accidentally hit on something. It's like, wait, I might could do something with that. How do you go about it?
Yeah, so most of my songwriting starts with just something in my head. Like Martian, for instance, was wrote in my car in Dollar General parking lot. Like I was just beating on my.
I remember that.
And
You were beating on what?
I was beating, like I was doing this motion right there on my dash.
He's like,
I was wondering if everybody was going to get that.
Yeah, I was by myself, and I was really trying to beat one out, trying to, like, especially when I got it in my head, I've got to really, get it out right then. So, as I was beating, man, I just had to take a video of it and send it to the guys, and was like, guys, is this good?
Did they like it?
The guys liked it so much, they was like, I think we can work with this.
you should beat it out for us more often.
No. So we worked it out together, so we all got together and
So
beat
you
one
beat
out.
it out. And then
Yeah,
you-
man. And then that's kind of how Martian came about. But that's kind of how my songwriting process goes. Is I
Cool.
like to approach it like that. Or most of the time, like when I'm at work, I'll just hear something in my head and I'll just get something and just kind of lay it. Hopefully, I can lay it down, but most of the time, it's not even close. But it does come out to be something. So
That's
Cool.
awesome.
That's cool.
yeah.
'Cause I'm not creative at all like that. I used to be more creative, but I'm an old lady now, so
I think it's interesting how he comes up with songs because I'm not the kind of person that hears it in my head first. I'm kind of like Kevin. I like to noodle with stuff, and then I can kind of hear that melody that goes over what I'm working on. I can't just pull it out of thin air. He's
he's real talented at that.
no,
Is
I
he
just-
got a good talent
Are
at
you
songwriting.
gifted?
No, I
Yeah,
just don't
gifted at
drink
that.
tap water. Like
I
I
got
don't drink.
you.
I don't drink sink water.
Well, depending on where you are, you may not want to drink tap water.
No,
Drink
don't
the-
drink.
Don't
tap
drink the
water.
tap water.
Look, if you get water at the restaurant, make sure that it's not like most of the time it's coming out the sink. Don't drink that. It stops all your creative ability.
Beam and Coke's like the same color, so
Yeah. Yeah.
just drink Beam and Coke.
Yeah.
No, I'm not an advocate for alcohol, but
Just do it.
Just stay away from
Yeah.
the tap water.
yeah.
My favorite thing lately has been like how we'll art. So like when we're all together and we have this kind of writing process where like so like Mike said, like Eric's really, really creative and he can just pull like lyrics out of thin air. Like he's really good at freestyling.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me to just like see words like that. But we've gotten this like process down where Eric will
You can pull the words out.
yeah, Eric will like pull the words out of nowhere and he'll just like be doing a groove on the bass. And Kevin can probably be sympathetic to this as a guitarist, you know, whenever your bass player is like riffing, it's kind of like how we usually refer to it as bones.
Yeah.
And it's like I kind of like find the little spots between and fit in there.
Yeah.
Mike
Because-
will be back here, and him and Mike are already like so talented. They've kind of got a riff constructed, and they've got like this frame of a song already ready. And I just kind of come
And
in
they
there
have that interaction because they've also
Yeah.
played together for a while, and they have that. Yeah. Then you have the bass, and yeah.
I'm thinking about Smooth, like the way that one like just poured out. We just like
Yeah.
Is Smooth the new track that's going to be on the album?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we have
Yeah.
probably 8 or 9 songs wrote that we haven't really released, but it's kind of how our practice sessions go. As we get together, we kind of vibe for a minute to kind of get on the same page mentally, and we really kind of, because we have this, you have to have a certain bond whenever you write collaboratively, because we can't replicate or produce what we're able to produce with the 3 of us if it's just 1 or 2 of us. So I
Right.
mean, when you have all of those pieces to the puzzle, we're able to produce that magic. But yeah, as we practice, we may write 2 or 3 songs in a practice that we just literally spit out. It's unlike anything I've ever seen, and we're probably able to write, an album a month if that's all we had to do.
That would be awesome.
It's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
gotta
we
be like an hour or so into practice.
Yeah.
We hit like this flow state. We're just like
It's kind of like a runner's high, like after
Yeah.
you've been running for so long, you just kind of not that I know, I hate running. I'll never run.
we
Fuck
kind of
that.
just like start out and
That's
pound
kinda
through
like
a few
work.
like cover songs and then get into that.
Yeah. So Kathy, how did you get into podcasting?
Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Actually, Kevin he messaged me one day and he goes, "Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you come by the house?" Well, coming by the house is an hour away because I live in Vicksburg.
Yeah.
So I come over here and he just lays the idea on me. He goes, "I got this idea for a podcast.
Well,
Here's
first
my
I told her, hey, this is about Amway.
Yeah, exactly. He did do that first, the triangle scheme and all that. And I was like, I just looked at him because I didn't know Kevin really well. And I knew who he was. And I came over here and sat down on the deck like we all did. And he said, "Here's my inspiration. This is what I want to do. And I want to pull you in." And I was like, "What? Me?" So that's how I got here. But I think part of it was because of the connection I have with the music scene and the love that I have for you guys and, all the musicians. I love that y'all share your talent with us. And I call myself a fangirl with an iPhone because I just would go to music and just take pictures and just share it all on my page. I started out in music because my dad was a bass player.
Nice.
He was in a little country and western band in Vicksburg, and they did all the honky tonks and everything. But that's where my music started. Well, actually, it started before that. When I was a toddler, I lived with my grandparents for a little while, and they would just put on stacks and stacks of records on the record player on Sundays. And so we would listen to Bob Wills and Marty Robbins and Ray Price and all of those. And then my mom was a hippie. My daddy was a redneck. So we had George Strait and we had Johnny Paycheck. And then mom had Black Sabbath and Cream. And so I had all of this music.
Your mom was cool.
My mom was way cool. And Dad was Leonard Skinner. I had just all of this.
When you say Cream, do you mean like casual, everything's around me?
Cream
Like
is
Wu-Tang?
Eric Clapton,
Clapton.
and who else? I can't remember who else, but anyway, Eric Clapton was one of his bands.
Yeah.
So, we just listened to all types of music. And then, of course, in the 80s. I listened to the pop music, and then my brothers were into more the heavier stuff. And so anyway, I just loved music, and here we are now. Things happen in your life, and my kids are grown, and I just started following music. And so, nice. And then Kevin and I have some mutual friends, and my bestie, Felicia, her husband is Clint Barella, who is the bass player for Patchwork and the bass player for Crow. And so that's kind of pretty much.
Crow is my band.
Crow is Kevin's band. Wonders. So that's how we all got connected. So nice. This is my first podcast, and that's how I got here, and I have no idea.
Technically, it's your second.
It's a second.
Okay, my second episode, but first podcast. So there we go.
It's very good.
I feel goofy. I feel just as, like when he hits record, just like y'all were like, that's how I feel every time.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't sound intelligent. I don't sound.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So if you watch the first episode, everyone,
right.
I got on my own nerves.
Right.
So there we go.
That's going to be the next drinking game.
Watch
the first episode and take a drink every time Kathy says right.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Ain't nobody walking away from that game.
No, they are not.
Sounds like a good Friday night.
There we go.
Well, at least you didn't say right.
No, we do the Matthew McConaughey. All right. So, is there anything that y'all have going on with the community or with work? Is there anything special that's going on?
Are y'all donating all your pay?
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Not in this economy.
Exactly. We're trying to have multiple streams of income here.
I've got a great foundation to donate to if you want to donate.
It's very nice.
It's called Kevin's Debit Card.
Kevin's Debit Card.
Oh, and that's our sponsor.
That's our sponsor. All of this is brought to you by
kevinsdebitcard.com.
Oh.
Nice.
One day I hope to have Kevin's debit card.
I know, right?
No. All you need to do is go to yourdebitcard.com.
Your debit card.
You won't find this.
You will be taken care of financially.
There's been days when I was scrapping up change, just a feeling in your stomach while contemplating ways that I should make some money. Side hustle action. Truth is, when you're hungry, you'll make anything happen. But then there were times some money grew old, pockets overflowed, and everything I touched turned into gold. I saw it and I bought it, turned around and flipped into a profit. You with me, I got it. Guess how my story got told on. This is how my story got told on. I'm a no-limit soldier. Well, not really. That's probably what they told you, but I'm just an average showing. I didn't mean for you to catch those feelings, not my motive. Well, I didn't pick this life for me, I guess I was chosen. Hey, but what can I say? There's opportunities for more glorious days, and the one thing that I know is that everything changes. Yeah, everything changes for me. It's not so crazy. And don't waste your time trying to figure me out. Yeah, I barely know myself, and I'm used to the long way around. Despite all these changes, the times I was wasted, you never saw me faded. All I am is stronger now. Hey, nah, but that's not where my story ends. We don't have to pretend that we don't wanna go a little bit deeper and a little bit further, till we're twisting and turning on the insides we're burning, and then we're all fit. I really wanna say what I got in my mind like I do all the time, but again, but instead I've gotta keep on just to look the other way. And I know